that Anivia going into the top lane. So definitely makes things a lot more interesting.
Easy to Anivia in the top lane, though.
Okay.
You think it could be Cassio on the top lane?
I think Cassio can flex. We've seen it from Karna himself. He played the Cassio top.
Well, it give a bit of leverage down bot.
Yeah, it does mean that like you're just kind of looking at a trade now for the objective. Skewmon going top for the Void Grubs, Dragon going to be started by KC. And with the Flash gone on the Nautilus, I'm curious if KC trying to look for a bit more afterwards, especially if Hans Sama has gone this low. This could be a potential dive after the Dragon if KC want to.
Dragon needs to take this quick. Smite's going to get it at 1,000. Yike, Vault Breaker over the wall. As you said, Dagda, this is coming.
Yeah, I think the fact that you see that Void Grub announcement means they can go for it.
Clearing the wave, sneezes a little bit, but it's not enough for Hansama. Vault Breaker flash. Oh, he tries to predict Hansama flashes anyway. Encore comes through, and now with a double stun against the turret, it's looking a bit messy. Flap over the wall to escape as Yike is stuck in a melee range. He'll die too. A couple of minions to help out on a dredge line. Casey's been way mysterious, looking for a seismic shove onto Skewmon. Skewmon pulls back. Lebrov has moved into his rush. It's control warded. As the Phaelite tries to spot out what's going on with G2 there to weave his wall, dredge line in, turns into a fight, depth charge onto Kalisz. It's 4 versus 3 for now as Mum brings in the 4th. Now, who's stuck in the middle against Skewmon, and a double goes to Caps to open up the fight as Kalisz, and a 1v2 has to flash away. The encore goes through everyone, but Busio's left alone. KC bit off the fight, but I don't think... That play, as you said, it really opened up for G2. Might be game-breaking. Jacques gets over the wall, but spot out by G2. He flashes immediately. He's hit by a depth charge. A crystallize in his way and an audacious charge. Everyone charging down Yike as he regrets.
Lebrov teaming up with Skewmon. It comes back to what the analyst desk was setting up at the beginning of the day. We needed to see support plus jungle pairing up. Caps now the target.
All right, well, Weaver's wall will start it off. Caps, remember, still has egg. There's another wall, though, as well. One's icy, one's rocky, and the icy one did a better job as shoved back from Yehu saves his life. Skewmon on the charge. Dragon does go down.
One of the few Anivias that chooses not to go for Tia. He instead just prioritizes the Rod of Ages to then get an earlier spike as the Ghost's going to be popped from Yehu.
It is indeed. Glacial Storm still out, though, looking for the flick back. Yehu going to play the 1v1. There's the seismic shove. Perfect, but now into the egg. Does Yehu have enough damage? Threaded volley part 1. Here comes the second in a second, but at half HP, Arrow gets him from downtown. Kalisz saves the play. Yehu relied on that man, and that man delivered.
The game. TP from Caps, still 9 seconds away as he's still on the track of respawning. There's going to be a tower, and Casey at the very least gets something back here in game 1.
It's very needed for Yehu after the way the lane's been going. KC are going to make this a trade, but again, when they already got bot lane turret, it seems like they're still trading in such a positive way. Cap's going to be the one fishing for the gold while Karna gets a little bit back despite being so far down. He gets a double earlier and he just autos a red buff down.
Oh, Kalisz.
Kalisz is going to arrow depth charge though. Kalisz is by himself, relying on Busio over the wall. The flash, the auto Kalisz will get out of dodge, but hit with an audacious charge. A new dredge line. Lebrov's going to hit it all while Skewmon hits down the French AD carry, flapping over the wall as Han Summer for the kill and responds. And Lebrov on engaged champions is giving me some nice deja vu.
G2 looking to contest the red buff. Say, Casey, you can't fight us here. Casey say, wanna bet? And G2 go, hell yeah, we do. They turn the fight in their favor. They find another 2 picks, and now they're threatening a top lane play.
Mama's not available, but from range, think about Broken Blade, what he can do if he gets uptime, even without an ulti. Casey going to move away from Skewmon, sending out the Wind Becomes Lightning audacious charge to get the engage. Lebrov at an angle here. Karna free fish, but I don't know. He finds Busio instead, and the dive begins. G2 in, now G2 out. Karna runs back in as well. He has to snap back as Lebrov gets the auto attack. He will die for the first death of his game, but Wind Becomes Lightning with a 3 Talon strike, and Skewmon returns to the scene of the crime.
Skewmon is 5-0 on the Zinzao, and G2 are diving top tower as Caps is getting plates with Anivia bot lane. They win her out everywhere on the map.
It's reminiscent of what we saw in the LEC versus final, where Skewmon in the early game, he really does just run the
Lebrov, he'll do it here again on the dive as Busio gets landed.
Nice hook from Lebrov. The miasma means there's nowhere for him to go. And then that use of the Q to try and get the knock-up. I mean, Karna's going to bounce back anyway. He has a few options. He's able to get the knock back, though, is the part thing. A little
and
bit
get some gold into him, but G2 are a team that do not let you do that. So for KC, they have to be very careful.
Busio wanted this. He encores only one, but there's a catch up here behind him. I don't know what they're trying to fish, but I would throw that fishing rod away. A double kill over to Bryce.
This is a similar story to what we saw in game 1 well, 2 weekends ago from G2 as well, where everyone was touting Busio as the best support in the league. But Lebrov kind of just got one over on him. He was roaming better, he was in better positions on the map, and now we're seeing a similar story in this one where LeBron is doing better than Busio in this game.
It's not the first time saying that. I mean, as bot turret goes down, KC are going to lose their inhibitor and the turret with it top. This trade is very small for G2. As inhibitor adds some pressure in.
Like, you go back to old iterations of G2. Oh, LeBron.
He is by himself. Yeah, he's going to flick him, but he gets the dredge line out. Broken Blade's coming as well. And G2 do have backup. He turns it into an engage. Yehu doesn't flash. He does get out, to Yehu's credit of not pressing a button.
Yeah, G2 now going to start to siege up. KC hoping to hold on here. They do have multiple members on the top side, looking to see if Caps is going to step up solo. Does Yike cancel the recess?
Try to build a Nibby, love to see it. Waiting for the Flash Frost, gets the stun. Kana in trouble. Good damage already. Next Frostbite puts him to half HP with the Glacial Storm. And the dodge away from the Tempest. Gets flashed on by Yike though. Caps is going to go into the egg form, but Yike can't finish it off. TP's going to come in for backup, and Broken Blade is slithering hella damn fast. Kana needs ulti over the wall to escape, but Skewmon is going to follow the trail. This Yone has TP. He's got to use it fast, but even will he survive with Miasma over the Ryan? No, he's dead. Skewmon finds him. Meanwhile, Mum called in mid lane. Yeah, who's going to wall out because another TP from G2 looks to catch KC out.
Yike is just continuing to run through the G2 jungle. One trying to escape, two trying to get camps, but G2, they're looking at the base. They want to take more turrets.
Wow, okay, I mean, it's a nice cross map from KC, doing what they can, trying to punish Caps. The problem is the egg form, now with very few options to turn this game around.
I want to go back to one of the things we were talking about, Betty, though, with the drafting, because I think the most surprising part of this iteration of G2's draft is more onto these tanks. So I think it's been incredible to see him, you know, now operating at this newfound level on all these carry picks, and it's making a lot for G2.
LeBron does go into his death, though, so nice little bait here, but Kalist without a flash, can it be punished? 4 versus 5, the setup from Kana. Fate sealed onto 2, KC now strike. Yike gets in for the double, and G2, you'd think, are they losing this fight? Yes, surely they are. The kite back as Hansama tries to get the burn down, but Skewmon's going to run out of the ulti. Get Yike in the end, but KC defend. Hans is thinking about what angle he can take as he sneezes over the wall, but that one ain't wet enough. Shut down going over to the mid laner. And isn't it? A 3-item Talia. I mean, again, one thing on Talia, but seismic shove. Look at the damage. Yike gets over the wall. Broken Blade's caught. And the arrow. He's going to go golden, but Broken Blade is dead. Mate. Snake is on the menu for dinner.
The Baron G2.
Oh, Yike. The angle, the GA, the play. Hansama going to poke his way in. At 11k, it's going down quick. The Weaver's Wall, the engage. He found Caps, now he's found Hansama, the encore. The fate sealed. Everything for the tiny dragon as Kana gets the shutdown. Skewmon's already ulted. He has no way out as the death clutch is going to come in clutch again from Yehu. He might die to Caps in the end, but as Caps goes into his egg, KC are not only back in this game, they're in the driver's seat now.
KC looked like they were on the brink, but just like that, they find the fight, they find G2, and the Baron is theirs.
Well, now this game 1 becomes very interesting.
Also caved off on the back of this pit. Kana looking for an entry, looking for a snake. Yike jumps in, Skewmon, audacious charge, dredge line as well, double root down, Yike in trouble, looking for that smolder execution, and he will find it. Kana waiting for his moment to get over the wall as Dragon now the thought, G2 get it. They've got Ocean Soul. Encore gets 3 though. Maybe winning fight in the front to back is Kalist. Here we go, the gliding, walled off once again.
And that wall that we were talking about, that combo to keep people away from the follow-up. Kana
found Glacial Storm in his way. Mum gets called in as well. Kana gets hit from range, and Kana flashes into it, but LeBron hit the slam dunk.
Not right now. We'll just continue to push in as Skewmon fishing for.
Might be dead. Weaver's Wall is up and available, going to be used here, but interrupted. Gets 3 Talon Strike knocked up. Yeah, who isn't going anywhere, and Skewmon's going to take him alive. No, that's a joke. He's dead for sure. Flushes away, but Cavalry's coming in. It's Caps, it's LeBron. Who do you want to die to? It's going to be Caps to claim the kill.
So another pick. This one still not that devastating. Ooh,
okay.
Sonya's going to be popped. Hansama able to dodge away from the ulti. And that Sonya's actually such a valuable purchase against this amount of dive. We saw him using the arm guard in the previous Dragon fight, but now G2 do have a wave in the bot lane. That is a long death timer on Yehu. I wanted to mention before that Kana, at this point in the game, is a serious threat with the amount of damage that he's going to be putting out, but losing a mid laner with the amount of zone control that the Talia provides means that stopping the siege is going to be tough.
And again, Inhibitor's going to go down. Yike is still not here. He's doing his Raptors. G2 are threatening that they might just end. They think, yo, Yike's not actually on the map right now. One turret is going to be dropping down, maybe at least a bit more damage on the second. Next wave coming in, but G2 not going to overforce. Nexus turret number 1. Slowly but surely, you got to think it's on the map right now. There's no hex gate, so this is done. KC, great peace of mind, awareness, and all-round decision-making nets a sneaky Baron.
Yeah, I think a lot of great decisions came from this area of the map. And observe, if you can show us what KC can see right now, it's not a lot.
It's not indeed. Dredge line in, starts it off. Kana getting low, a depth charge onto Yike, gets to separate, but Lebrov about to die to an auto to Khalid. Crystallize slows the play, but the arrow does not. Finds Cap snapping with the cease and desist in as well. An encore onto 4, and a fate shield. Kana will find them all, but the Dragon patience, the stacks from Hansama burning down with the petrifying gaze as Broken Blade kite set out. Meanwhile, the egg respawning. No, that ain't an egg. That's a man with a spear, but he too will drop as KC have won yet another fight. 2 members left, slithering away. One flapping as hard as he can as Yike looks for the chase, but KC have Baron and they're on a mission.
There was not an awful lot of vision, but KC saw their moment. G2 were separated, and just like that, KC picked them off, and now we're marching towards the base.
I just love the confidence that KC has. They are just forcing picks. They are basically saying, G2, you're mispositioned here. Your aggression is too much, and we're going to punish you for it. Again, they find a pick onto Lebrov, they convert that into a pick onto Caps, and then they just run G2 down. With an objective that KC should have had no business approaching, they take a great position for KC to be in. Maybe now they can finally, for the first time in this game, threaten the base of G2.
It's getting close to that. Inner turret and top will be one of the first to drop as we come out of the replay. 6,000 gold leaders. Thank you very much to our production for showing the swing of this game 1 that is proving to be a start of a cinema series, it feels. Bliss willing to walk up. He's got that GA intact, and in fact, 3 members of KC do. With this Baron buff, they have a bit of survivability. They have a second life, a second win. Baron's going to push in. Inhibitor turret is now dropped. Inhibitor's going to go with it. And G2 on the legs of their base in a very back and forth game. The Crystallize is going to stop the top wave, but eventually that too will cross back in, and top turret will be under threat too.
G2 have 3 super minions on the bottom side. That's why they're trying to delay here. See if they can force KC to back away, but KC, they want the second inhibitor.
No Anivia flash is big. Caps didn't burn it last play when he got caught by the arrow. There's TP flank. Are we seeing it?
No, this is what I'm talking about. There's 3 super minions in this wave, so KC need to try and reset, which is buying the time that they need. I think it should. Actually, no, the inhibitor are going to respawn, so the minion's just going to sit there.
They're dizzy. They don't know what's going on. These guys, though, yeah, G2 happy about those guys, but these ones are just going to battle it out in the farm that is the Nexus turrets.
Colors being spotted means the G2 have an opportunity to look for a pick, but they're not going to find one. KC, I don't even know if the Baron is enough to end the game. It very much depends. Oh, look at the positioning. Look at Yike.
Angle's good. I'm waiting for it. Weaver's War going to start it off. The arrow into Caps again. He gets cleansed. He has the egg, but he doesn't have flash. Remember that. All in is Kana. Fate sealed. Caps goes golden. No mum is called as Yike goes in. Immediately flashes out. Kana also out as well. This is not good. This is not good for KC. Yike about to get Dragon stack. Han Summer dodges away from the flick as KC's health bars are low. The Snee's going to get the
target alongside Kana. KC starting it up. G2. Not really in position. Caps is trying to clear it in the midway.
It's going down fast as well. Broken Blade's going to see it first. Looks for the walk up. Still won't find it, but now that he's walked into maybe certain death, it could be his life that's under threat. Lebrov's going to dodge away from the arrow, rather get hit by it, but slowed on down. Kaliz flashes in. Lebrov up first. Next is Broken Blade. They ran in, as you said, Betty. They didn't have much either on the side of G2, and they decided to wing it.
What was the game plan there from Broken Blade? He walks into melee range of KC all at the Baron. He had very few options on the side of G2 to help provide him. Lebrov ends up dying to help keep him alive, and now with the Baron buff, KC can look to end the game.
This should be it. KC with a huge comeback in game number 1 against G2, and they're on to the Nexus.
Looking for their 4th game of the year so far. Summer gets knocked on. There's a bit of burn, but mum isn't enough to save the little dragon's life as Skumon looks for at least a kill to slow down the play. Caps doing the same thing, but 1 Nexus turret and the immediate future now a second. KC going to lose Kalist as well as the GA gets popped, but a bare Nexus is there. Yeah, who will poke down, and KC will revive their game 1.